Greetings all, Frog here. Let's play some Factorio on a brand new map. You have not seen this before because we are just starting out. I let some time flow. As you can see, I'm running the clock in the upper left-hand corner. It's not the same clock I'm running in my Bob's Mods campaign, though, so I feel a little betrayed because I wanted that clock. So it might be something that I could toggle with some settings, but I'm not sure how to do that right off, so we'll just have the running clock right now. And it's showing you it's getting darker. We're getting into night. I think I'm going to start with this. I've been looking around. Here's the map. This is what I've seen so far. So I've been looking around, and I've been wondering if this is really the way to start. And I decided I'm going to run with it. There's not a lot of copper in a very defensible area. This part is pretty defensible. I can wall this in fairly easily. Plenty of stone, iron, coal. I can get even just barely on the outside. So there's some coal and all that stuff. But this is very open over here, and I don't know where the biters are yet. I'm playing on base settings, except that the biter base frequency is low, and I have a big starting area. Not very big. I did very big for Bob's Mods, and I feel like that's just a little too much. But big worked out, I think, is going to work out just fine. Plenty of oil. I mean, the only thing that we're really worried about is copper, but you don't need as much copper at the beginning. You don't need it until later. So I think we're going to run with this, and we're going to start. Let's just leave it on the map, because at least we can see, and as the time ticks towards dawn, we'll get going with that. So what are we going to do in this new series? It's brand new. You'll see that it's already called Efficient Factorio. So what is the goal? Well, the goal here is to run as efficiently as possible with a number of exceptions. And the way we're going to do this is using essentially combinator logic to create orders for the factory, if you will. And nothing will run without orders. So we're going to have to get up to combinators. We're going to have to get up to the full logic network. There will be robots, of course. That's just going to be how it is. And I think it was Negative Root that did the proof of concept of made-to-order Factorio on a very small scale. And what I'd like to do is try and use combinators and get that on a very, very large scale. So it's a matter of using set-reset switches, logic gates, and other things to create our factory. Now, this is not going to be easy. I understand this is going to be difficult, but we're going to try it anyway. This might prove to be too difficult, and we'll just end up playing base Factorio, but I think we're going to try and stick with this efficiency thing. So, how are we going to do this? Well, we have to set up some restrictions and some rules. Firstly, the thing that I would like to kind of start with is that there is no limit on ore, because I don't want this to take forever. And if I wanted to be fully, truly efficient, I wouldn't actually smelt ore into plate until I needed it. But that's going to take too long. So there's no restriction on ore. We can go to plate. So we can stockpile plate. All right, but just plate. So just plate, I should say plate out of ore. So just the copper plate and the iron plate, and then I can stockpile coal without a problem. I could stockpile stone without a problem. And stone brick. We are playing in 0.12. We do have some mods attached. The tree collision mod is in place, so we can walk through forests with no problem. The clock, as you can see, and additionally, the larger inventory has been created as well, just so I've got a little more space to play with. I don't really need it, but it's there. I was looking for the resource mod. It doesn't look like that's been, resource monitor, that is, has been updated for 0.12, so I'm not going to go with that. I mean, it has, but not by DRS quadruple 9, so I don't know if I want to play around with it yet. I may add it in a little later, but I do like using that for Bob's Mod. In addition to that, what else has not been included that I really wanted? The upgrade planner. And I think that's it. So those are the only two things that I may add in to mod the game. The rest of it is as it is. I considered Farl. I considered the tree farm. They may make their appearance later. I don't have to make a decision about Farl for a while because I'm not going to have trains for a while. But you can see how much easier it is to run through the trees, even based on 0.12. There is an improvement. So we need to do the normal things that we do to get started. So let's get that going here. First thing, let's make our axes. I know, I clicked the wrong button. Leave me alone. And let's get this going. So we've got plenty of coal, plenty of iron to start, minimal amount of copper, but that's fine. And what we're going to do through this whole thing is we're going to basically race to combinators. So once we get to technology, whatever the technology we need to unlock combinators, that's where we're going to go. Creeper World 3. Never heard of it. If you're curious, that's the Steam overlay that you can't see on this game because it's not on Steam yet, but it will be. We're going to go up to 15, we're going to go up to 16, so I can put 8 and 8. Then we're going to get some more stone, then we're going to get some more steel, and we're going to go from there. Alright, Half of you go in there, and the rest of you go in there. Now we've got plate going. Okay, just turned on, just nothing in. Stone's over here. Just a small little bit of stone. There's a lot more stone somewhere else, I just don't recall where. So we're going to start with just this a little bit. I'm going to pick up 10... How many do I need for this, actually? Because a miner needs, so... 10, 20? I think 20 is where we go to start with our stone. Same start you've seen many other times. So some of the concerns I've got for this is that I want it to be intelligent, but I'm not entirely certain how to make that happen. I think it's going to be interesting because some systems may end up fighting with each other if there's more than one order system. So what I may end up doing is kind of combining the idea that Bentham is running with right now, which Bentham is doing... I'm going to need some trees too, actually. Bentham is running with an idea of towns. So each little town does its own individual thing. Check them out at my little port, by the way, on YouTube. And what I think we might want to do is something similar to that. And each town then would have its own logic and have its own orders. But I would have some sort of central processing that I could have, like, each town would have its own red circuit or red wire network or green wire network that would go out. And I could do an order from the main base and it would order it up, come in on trains. Not trees. I'm chopping trees. So that's the word that's in my head right now. And I think ultimately that's going to be a really cool idea, a really cool goal. So that's what I'm going to try and do. It might be a little adventurous, but, you know, where are we going? Nowhere. Noon. That's where we're going. Every day at noon, we're going to play some efficient Factorio. It's going to be dark for a while, of course, until I get the lights, so I apologize for that. But it will get better. All I'm going to be doing is chopping down trees, freeing up supplies. I'm definitely not going to go for copper. Not manually. Alright, so that just clears up some space, gives me some trees. I got plenty of trees. The one thing I do miss about Bob's Mods is that it doubles the reason I went with the increased inventory is because Bob's Mod effectively doubles your inventory because it allows you to store 100 instead of 50. It allows you to store 200 instead of 100. So that's what we've got. We're going to make all those. That'll allow us to get 2 more of these bad boys. We're going to need a bunch more plate. We have it. Fuel is running down. So it burns fuel twice as fast on the miner. Good to know. So these first 4 objects are going to be getting coal underway. So we're going to make 4 of these bad boys. We will get power, of course. We will need it. Get some more stone going. We'll get just 5 more of these, because this will allow me to create the drill that I'm going to put in here. So we're going to get 1 more of those, and we're just short iron for that, which is fine. So this is going to go here, and that'll be our stone once we get fuel. I have some fuel, but I'm going to save that because I want to have this pretty much be automated. So we're going to go 2 by 2 for now. But we will consider... Actually, let's do it this way. We will consider more in the future. All we need to do is jumpstart this with 1, and in it goes. Put the remaining 2 in here, just to get more. Alright, I got 20 more plate. It means I can make another miner, which I don't actually need right now. What I do need are some chests. Iron chests are right out, so we'll make 10 of these, just to get some more chests. And then I need some fuel, so just to start things out, we'll put a couple of trees in here. Not many, just half of these trees. That'll get me the stone I need to put in a chest, which, to not drive me crazy, you need to be here. And then we can already reserve you, because that's where my chests go, as I'm used to. So that's good. We're going to do a second set of iron, because it's time for a second set of iron. And we're just going to build, right? It's all about the build. As you remember from the beginning, this is a slow game to start, but once we get underway, we are going to fly. Efficiently, of course. As I mentioned, efficiency is not my concern for the beginning game. It's just about getting resources going. We will have more efficiency later. I promise you that. Alright. We have to remember we're playing in 0.12, so when we get to belts, we have to be very careful about how those work. We are mining stone. We can put more stone in there. We can make belt right now, but we're not really interested in that. We will want to make some power. We'll have to get there eventually. We'll need some copper to do that. So the next set of instructions, we're going to need some stone. And we're going to make more furnace miner combinations to get copper. We need just one right now. So let's make one of these bad boys and one of these. And as you remember, we have to do it in that order, otherwise we would use up the furnace. Alright, so put these bad boys down, and we'll get some fuel. A lot of running around, a lot of business. Going too far. Alright, I think we're going to want to go up to 4 of those rather post-haste, so let's get 2 more of these queued up. Then we'll have to start thinking about research and automation. I think what we're going to do is we're going to hide our power plant kind of in here right now, just at least the boilers. Because we could stick a fair number of boilers in a row right here, and that'll keep it pretty well into the trees, which will suck up some of the pollution. Because I'm not sure where the biters are. I mean, it's a big starting area, so I'm not that worried about them. But at the same point, this is not going to be defensible for quite some time. So I'd rather not be completely open to a biter attack. Alright, so let's place these guys down. That gets us that going, so now these things should power themselves eventually, and the whole chain will continue, which is good. Alright, good number. You're running low, so you can have half of this. And you can have the other half. Just want to make sure we have plenty of plate going for us. This is not about efficiency. We will try and reduce our pollution footprint to some degree, using modules, of course. But the efficiency is not from a power standpoint. The efficiency is from a materials resource standpoint. Okay, let's start thinking about this. We need 10 boilers. We're going to need every one of them. Let's just create all 10 of these boilers to start with. And of course we'll make more pipe as it's available. So we're going to need a bunch of pipe. I made 10 boilers. I must be out of stone is the reason I couldn't make more. 13 is the magic number. 13 to 10, of course. You need about 6 to 5 is fairly good. That gives me another 2. And I just need more stone. I don't know how much more stone. I need 1 more stone. So there we go for that. And I've got my 13 boilers underway. I can make 4 steam engines. That's a good start. We might just start with those. And then get enough to get pipes to go where I need them to go. Okay, we need more stone for that, because I think we probably want to go up to 4 of these, and then we're going to be good on that. You can burn half of these again. You don't really need as much, actually, just have the whole thing. You don't need as much tree in base Factorio as you would in Bob's mod, for instance. Alright, we can get 1 more. That takes me up to 5, which is a good starting number. I will need an offshore pump to make that happen. And then we'll need a bunch of pipe. 12 pipe for now will have to do. I really want at least 2 pipe to ground if I can make it happen, but there's 1. And then we'll just use all the rest of the pipe. I need iron to create burner inserters. I need 13 of them, so this is going to take a while. So that's why we probably should have gone to another one of those. So let's see, can I make another one? Yes. Excellent. And then stone is holding me back for that. Perfectly fine. And we're going along. If you have any suggestions, of course, for where you'd like to see this series, certainly leave them in the comments, because I will have no problems with that whatsoever. Make one of those is fine. Alright, you go there. And you go there. If I'm not standing there. And then we'll get some more of our coal. Now we're making serious amounts of coal, so this is going to be very good. Half a stack each. Oh, that's right. It automatically updates in this version. Gotta get used to that, which is good. I'm just not used to that. You can go in there. Half a stack, half a stack. And then that leaves me with 25, so let's go get a few more so we can power up the copper. I really kind of want to take out the ambient wind noise tracks so I can just have, you know, what I want, but I don't know. Let's take, just so we have 2 of those, and then a bunch of pipe. So we'll be good to go for all of this, creating our first set of power. Alright, so we're going to put an offshore pump up here somewhere. Let's just clear out a couple of trees. We don't want to clear out a ton of trees, of course, because this is going to be a pollution blocker, but just a little, just enough so we can see what's going on. One more then. Yeah, there we go. That's perfect. So now I could put this guy up in here, and we're going to go underground. What's going? Oh, I clicked the wrong button. That's what's going on. We go underground to about, I don't know, here, and we're going to put our burners all in a row. All right, so there are our 13 burners, and then we're going to use inserters. We're going to cover the copper for just temporarily speaking's sake. I will probably forget that it's there, but that's okay. I don't have my burner inserters yet. I need more iron for that. I can get more iron. Plenty of copper. I need another 10 if I can get it. Here, you can have the coal back because I did that mistakenly. I need another 10, so 5, 10. Gets me those bad boys going. And the steam engines I could put anywhere because they don't cause pollution. The steam engines are perfectly fine. So I think the steam engines, what we're going to do is we're just going to put them right down here. That'll be a quick source for power. Okay. We're going to go underground here just to connect these through. Take me there to, I think, here is where I need to be. And then connect them through. Yep, that was it. It has water? Yes, it does. Good. Alright, so the water is flowing. Now we just have to get the burner inserters. You know, I changed my mind. As much as I don't want to cut down these trees, I would like to have the burner inserters running over here. So what I'll do for now, I can make belt on my own. 11 belt is just too shy, but we'll get more in a moment. But we will get our burner inserters ready. A nice change in 0.12 is they finally listened to us, and burner inserters, as you can see, have just enough energy to insert one item. So I'm going to need one more burner inserter and 2 more belt to make this happen. You need to go here, and now you can stay there. You need to go here, and that's your home. Okay. So we're going to get belt going all the way down. You need to make some power poles. Can I make those? Yep. Let's get 15 of those queued up. Is that going to leave me with a weird number of boards? No. Let's grab some more resources. Plenty of stone now, so that's good. We'll want to go electric as soon as we can, of course. But that will be sometime in the future. Let's go make sure our power is doing its power thing. We'll need a science lab. I can make 2 of them. For now, we'll just do the 1. And I'm going to need 10 science pack. Science level 1. My power poles are in the wrong spot. You need to go there, and that's power. I made 30 of these because I was apparently drunk. Alright, that's all we need, and that gets all 5 engines hooked up. Now it's just a matter of having fuel. So I need one more burner inserter, because I don't want to run the power up here quite yet. It's going to take a minute for that to happen, but that's fine. Okay, let's get some more copper going. We'll do just this one for now. And these science packs take forever. I forgot how long they take. Alright, so cancel these. And then we will get my burner inserter. And then we will get more science pack. Another 5 going. Nice change, if you haven't paid attention, is that the excellent. It was feeding itself first. I was wondering what the heck's going on. Ah, it's self-feeding. That guy can't pull off the belt. Isn't that interesting? Here. Guess we're going to bump this back by 1. I find that to be interesting, but okay. The inserter reaches too far, I guess. So it puts 2 into itself, and then away it goes. Now you can't pick it up? What's going on with you, sir? I am unaware. Something is funky. There it goes. Alright. I'm not sure what was going wrong. Probably because it starts with just enough power to lift one item, it got messed up. For various reasons. Alrighty! Hey, we've got ready for science. Science! Go! Automation. Automation is always number 1. Alright, so what's cool about the science, if you didn't realize this, because we didn't really talk about this, by the time in the other campaign it was too late, but science is a percentage. So you don't use up the whole one instantly, which is very nice. So you can have as many of these as you want. But that's what we've got for now. That's our little start. I hope you enjoyed it. This is going to be an efficient play of Factorio. The beginning looks very much like any other Factorio play, but it will become efficient as soon as we can get researched into the proper areas for commentators and the like. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, click the like button. Consider subscribing to the channel to stay updated on everything as it happens. And until next time, cheers.